Yes, good morning children. In this video I'm going to teach you ratio and proportion chapter 7. Okay, now what do you mean by ratio, what do you mean by proportion, type of ratio, then properties of proportion, etc. So you have to watch this video till end. Children, in this chapter I'm going to discuss chapter 7, ratio and proportion. First of all, we know what do you mean by ratio. A ratio is a comparison of the sizes of two or more quantities of the same kind by division. Okay, proportion, and equality of the two ratio is called proportion. After that we will move for the composition of ratios. When two or more ratios are multiplied, they are said to be compounded. Okay, compounded, such as a by b and c by d. We can write a into c means ac, b into d, bd. Now compounded ratio, a is to b and C is to D, we can write AC is to means AC ratio BD. Duplicate ratio, A is to B is duplicate ratio of A is to B is A square ratio B square, and triplicate ratio AB, triplicate ratio of AB is AQ BQ. Subduplicate A is to B is under root A ratio under root B. Subtriplicate A is to B's subtriplicate is what? Cubic root of A ratio cubic root of B. Reciprocal of ratio is if A is to B is your ratio is given, so we can write B is to A. Write down please. One more thing, don't mix up. Composition of ratio means two criteria is work. One part is compounded ratio and other part is what? Ratio. Okay, and other part is the compounded itself called a duplicate ratio. This one only. This one. Okay, this is the first part. Okay, comparison of ratio. This is composition of ratio. This is the first part and this is the second part. Duplicate means A, B, C, D, or you can better you write what? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, these are the important term you have to remember. As I told that proportion and equality of two ratio is called proportion. Four quantities A, B, C, D are said to be proportion if and only if and only if A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, so A by B equal to C by D. Remember, A and D, this is your first proportion, this is your fourth proportion, so this is called extreme. B and C, this is your second, this is your third, so they together known as a what? Product of means, and A and D is known as product of extreme. Okay, so as we know, what do you mean by first proportion, second proportional, third proportional? Okay, first proportional, second, third proportional, mean proportional, you know how to find out. Now properties of proportion. Invertendo, if A ratio B is proportional to C ratio D, then B ratio A proportional to D ratio C. Okay. Alternando, if A is to B or A ratio B proportional to C ratio D, then A ratio C proportional to B into B ratio D. Now, componendo, if A ratio B proportional to C ratio D, then A plus B ratio B proportional to C plus D ratio D. Remember these terms. Okay, dividendo, if A ratio B proportional to B C ratio D, then A minus B proportional to C minus D ratio D. Okay, once again I am explaining componendo. Okay, componendo, if A ratio B proportional to C ratio D, then A plus B ratio B proportional to C plus D within bracket ratio D. Dividendo, if A ratio B proportional to C ratio D, then A minus B ratio B proportional to C minus D ratio D. Remember, componendo and dividendo, if A ratio B is proportional to C ratio D, then A plus B ratio A minus B proportion to C plus D ratio C minus D. These are the terms you have to remember. Convertendo. If A ratio B proportion to C ratio D, then A ratio A minus B proportion to C ratio C minus D. If your term is given A by B equal to C by D equal to E by F, then each ratio A plus C plus E by B plus D plus F. So these are the known as what? Sum of antecedent by sum of consequent. Please write down this term, and now we have to move for exercise. So exercise 7.1, question number 1. An alloy consists of 27 whole 1 by 2 kg of copper and 2 whole 3 by 4 kg of tin. Find the ratio by weight of tin to the alloy. So copper is 27 whole 1 by 2 and tin 2 whole 3 by 4. Okay, now alloy. As we know, alloy means we have to find out alloy means what? We have to add together. Okay, alloy equal to 55 by 2 plus 11 by 4. This part it will come 4. Okay, and this it will come what? 110 plus 11, that is 121 plus 4. Now what we have to find? We have to find tin to alloy. Therefore tin to alloy equal to what? 11 by 4 ratio 121 by 4. So it will come this 4 for 1 11. So it will come 1 by 11. Therefore ratio will be what? Tin to alloy, it will come 1:11. This is your required answer. Write down please. Yes, question number 2 first. Find the compounded ratio of 2:3, 2:3, 2:3 and 4:9. I can write 2 by 3 is equal to 4 by 9. As we know, this term will multiply this term and this term will multiply this term. So it will come 4 to the 8 and this is 27. This is our required answer. Write down please. 3 first. Find the duplicate ratio of 2:3. So it will come what? This will come 4:9. This is our duplicate ratio. 2:3 duplicate ratio will be what? 4:9. This is write down your required answer. Question number 5 first. Subduplicate ratio of 9:16. 9:16. So it will come what? Under root 9 ratio under root 16, that is 3:4. Write down please. Question number 9, number 1. If A ratio B is 2:3 means 2:3, B ratio C equal to 4 by 4:5, C ratio D is equal to 6:7, find AD. First of all, you write down the question and then solution. So terms are given like this, so I can write A by B into B by C into C by D equal to AD. OAD, this term I can write 2 by 3 into what? 2 by 3 into 4 by 5 into 6 by 7. This term cancel, this term cancel. This is our AD. So it will go by 2. Okay, anything it will go? No. So our remaining term is what? A by D is equal to what? 2 4s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 8 2s are 16. So 16 and this is 3 5 5 7s are 35. Write down please. So A ratio B, what you have to find? A ratio D. A ratio D is equal to 16 ratio 35. Either this one or this one you can write. This is our required answer. Write down please. Question number 17. Three numbers are in the ratio a 1 by 2, ratio 1 by 3, ratio 1 by 4. If the sum of their squares is 244, find the numbers. So ratios are given 1 by 2, ratio 1 by 3, ratio 1 by 4. Now LCM. So LCM will be 12. Now we have to make the denominator same. Therefore numbers are what? 6 by 12, 4 by 12, 3 by 12. Now according to the question we can move. Let the number be x. So we can write what? 6x square. According to the question we can write 6x square because sum of their squares na. Okay, 6x square plus 4x square plus 3x square equal to 244. So it will come 61 x square equal to what? 244. So x square equal to 244 by 61. So this will be 4. Therefore x equal to what? 2. Now numbers are what? 6x. 6x means what? 12. Then 4x. 4 to the 8. Okay. Now 3x. It will be 3 to the 6. Therefore numbers are what? 12, 8, 6. Write down please. Question number 21st. It is given the monthly pocket money of Ravi and Sanjeev are in the ratio 5:7. 5:7. Their expenditure are 3:5. Each save 80 rupees every month. Find their pocket money. Okay. Let the pocket money of Ravi and Shankar are what? Let pocket money of Ravi and Shankar be what? 5x and 7x. Okay. Let savings. Let expenditure. Okay. Expenditure of Ravi and Shankar be what? So 3y and 5y respectively. Now we can make the equation according to the question. I can write what? He is saving 5x and means Ravi's saving is 5x and expenditure is what? 3y. So I can write what? 5x minus 3y is equal to they are saving what? 80 rupees. Same. Shankar 7x minus 5y equal to 80 rupees. This is equation number 1 and equation 2. So I have to remove any term. So I have to multiply. First I have to remove what? X term. So multiply here by 7 and here by 5. Now after that this will be what? 35x minus 21y equal to 400 means 56. So means 560. Okay. And this will be what? 35x minus 25y 400. Okay. Change the sign. Minus plus minus. This is gone. So it will come what? Minus 4y. Sorry, because this is 25 is 5 positive. So plus 4y is equal to 160. So the value of y will be what? 4 4s are 16. So therefore y equal to 40. Now put this y equal to 40 in any equation, you will get the value of x. So y equal to 40 in equation 1. So it will come what? 5x minus 3 into 40 is equal to 80. Okay. So this implies that I can write 5x is equal to 80 plus 120 equal to 200. This one it will go 4. Okay, therefore x equal to also 40. The value of x and y this remain same only. So write down. Now we have to move exercise 7.4. Sorry, exercise 7.2. which we have to find there means what? Pocket money. Therefore, no, we have to move one more step. Therefore, pocket money of Sanjeev Ravi is equal to 5 into 40, that is rupees 200. Okay, pocket money of Sanjeev na. What do you have to find? Pocket money na. Find the pocket money. Sanjeev or Shankar? According to the question it is given Sanjeev. Please you have to change this part also. This is given Sanjeev. Okay, change this one. Sanjeev. Okay. Sanjeev. That is what? 7 into 4. Okay. 250. This is our record. Write down please. Exercise 7.2. Find the value of x in the following proportion. That is given what? 10 ratio 35 is equal to x ratio 42. So I can write this part x equal to what? Product of extreme by product of means. So this is extreme. So 42 into 10 by 35. 6. This is 5. This is 2. So x equal to 12. Write down please. Third first. Find the third proportional to 5, 10. So third proportional means let the third proportional be x. Let the third proportional be x. So our term will be what? 5, 10. 5 is to 10 proportion to 10 ratio x. So x equal to 10 into 10 product of means by product of extreme. So this will be 5x. So this will be 2. Therefore the value of x equal to what? Therefore the value of x equal to 2 into 10, 20. Write down please. Question of 4 first. Find the mean proportion of 5 and 80. So 5 ratio x proportion to x ratio 80 mean proportion. So product of means equal to product of extreme. So x square equal to 405 into 80, 400. Okay, this implies that x square x equal to under root 400. Therefore x equal to 20. This is our mean proportion. Write down. Question number 7 is asking that what number should be subtracted from each term, each numbers 23, 30, 57, 78 so that the remainders are in proportion. Let the number be x. Write down. Let the number be x. So according to the question we have to arrange it. So terms will be what? 23 minus x ratio 30 minus x proportion to 57 minus x ratio 78 minus x. Now product of means product of extreme. So product of means product of extreme, it will come what? Therefore x square remove. Now we can write what? You can write 1794. This term you take this side. So 1710 is equal to what? This one it will come 179. First of all x term you can write. Okay, now Okay, you write down. Right now after here you write down. Now after that you have to subtract this part, because I'm taking this side this. Okay. Now minus 30x. 30x, it will come what? Minus 87x. Okay. Plus 23x plus 78x. Okay. Subtract this part. Now this will come what? 14x equal to 84. Therefore x equal to 84 by 14. So by 6 table it will go. Therefore x equal to 6. This is our required answer. Write down please. Question number 12. If a b is the mean proportional between a and c, prove that a c, a square plus b square and b square plus c square are proportional. Write down please. So b is the mean proportional. Therefore, as we know, b square equal to ac. Let it be equation number 1. Okay. Now a comma c comma a square plus b square and b square plus c square are in proportion. Okay. Therefore, as we know, if they are in continuous proportion, we can write down what? A by c is equal to a square plus b square by b square plus c square. So b square, from equation 1 I can write what? From equation 1 I can write a into, okay, or first of all you do the cross multiply. A into b square plus c square is equal to c into a square plus b square. Now from equation 1 you can put the value of b square. So I can write, this imply that a into ac plus c square equal to c into a square plus bc. Okay, bc, okay, ac, it should be ac, because b square equal to ac na. So instead of b square I have written here ac. Now take the common. So ac, I am taking common c. So ac equal to ac into c into what? Here I am taking c as a common. So our remaining part is what? A, and this is c. A plus c. Here also what? I am taking common term is a. So ac. So a plus c. A plus c. Here I am taking common a. Here I am taking common c. Taken common c. So therefore they are equal. They are in proportion. Proved. Write down please. Yes, question number 20. It is given, if x comma y comma z are in continued proportion, prove that a plus y whole square by y plus z square is equal to x by z. X, y, z are in continuous proportion. It is given, let x by y equal to y by z equal to k. Then we can write what? X equal to yk or yk. Okay, and we can write y equal to zk. Okay, so therefore I can write x. Now y, the value of y you put here, it will come what? Therefore x equal to what? Z k into k, that is what? Zk square. This value I put over here. Okay, now according to the question or LHS we can move. LHS. So LHS, x plus y whole square by y plus z whole square, we can write what? We can write k square. We can write k square z plus kz whole square by kz plus z whole square. Now from here I have to take common. that is kz k plus 1 whole square by z k plus 1 whole square. So now we can take out this part, k square z square, okay, k square z square, and this is k plus 1 whole square by z square k plus 1 whole square. This part gone, this part gone, so it will come what? K square. So our LHS has come what? K square. Now RHS equal to, it is given x by z. So I can write k square z by z. This z complete, cancelled. So therefore RHS is equal to k square. Therefore LHS is equal to RHS. Proved. Write down please. Now question about 22 for 6th number. It is given, if A, B, C are in continued proportion, prove that A plus B plus C into A minus B plus C is equal to A square plus B square plus C square. Write down the first question. So let A by B is equal to B by C equal to K, A equal to BK, B equal to CK, therefore A equal to CK square. Now our LHS is A plus B plus C into A minus B plus C. So after putting the value of A, okay, B and C, will get what? This part. Now C into C, C square, multiply this part. After multiply, will get what? K to the power 4 plus K square plus 1 plus 1. This is our what? LHS. Now RHS, it will come A square plus B square plus C square equal to what? CK square whole square, okay, plus CK whole square plus C square, okay. So C to the power 2 and K to the power 4, C square K square plus C square. So take C square as a common, so it will come K to the power 4 plus K to the power 2 plus 1. So therefore LHS equal to RHS. Therefore LHS equal to RHS, hence proof. Okay, now we have to move exercise 7.3, that is all the means properties of proportion we have to use. Exercise 7.3, if A ratio B proportion to C ratio D, prove that number 1, 2A plus 5B, 2A minus 5B is equal to 2C plus 5D, 2C minus 5D. So we can write A by B is equal to C by D. First of all, see the demand of the question. It is asking 2 by means 5. We have to, because A multiplied by 2 and B multiplied by 5, once again C is multiplied by 2 and D is also multiplied by 5. So demand of the question, we have to multiply 2 by 5. So multiplied, write down, multiplied by 2 by 3, okay, both the side. So it will come out 2A by 5B, 2 by 5, 2 by 5, okay, 2A by, okay, now 2C by 5D. Now use component of dividend. Short I am writing C and D, okay. So as we know, if A ratio B proportion to or equal to C by C ratio D, we can write a plus b by a minus b is equal to c plus d by c minus d. Okay, so by using componendo and dividendo. Okay, I can write 2a plus 5b and 2a minus 5b is equal to 2c plus 5d by 2c minus 5d. Hence, proved. This is, we have to find out according to the question. Proved. Write down please. Now question number 2.2. It is asking that 8a minus 5b by 8c minus 5d is equal to 8a plus 5b 8c plus 5d. Prove that a by b is equal to c by d. Here we have to use what? Which term we have to use? According to the formula, I told you to remember the formula. Here we will use alternando. Okay, write down the question first. So we have to use here alternando. So I can write what? 8a minus 5b. Okay, this is term what? See, I can write 8a plus 5b 5d. 8a plus 5b 8a plus 5b, and this will also be okay, 8a plus 5b and 8a here also 5b. Okay, is equal to 8c minus 5d by 8c plus 5d. Okay, using alternando. Now here we have to use componendo and dividendo. Now I can write 8a minus 5b plus 8a plus 5b by our a term, this is b term, this is c term, this is d term. So 8a by b means a plus b by a minus b. So 8a minus 5b minus 8a minus 5b. Okay, is equal to 8c minus 5d plus 8c plus 5d. Okay, 5d by 8c minus 5d minus 8d 8c minus 5d. Okay, now whatever the cancel, we can cancel it. So this is what? Plus 5b minus 5b. Okay, minus 8 plus 8 minus 8a plus 8a. Okay, plus 8c minus 8c. What is the remaining term? Our remaining terms is what? 16a by minus 10b is equal to what? Here what is the term we can cancel? 5d plus 5d minus 5d. Okay, now 16c by minus 10d. Now 16 by 10 we can cancel. So our remaining term is what? A by b is equal to c by d. Proved. Write down. Question number 10 fourth. Question number 10 fourth, exercise 7.3. 10 fourth. It is asking, using properties of proportion, find x from the following equation. So it is given so using componendo dividendo over here. So I can write here nothing is there means 1. Solution, Using component or dividendo, write down. So after using component or dividendo, our term is like this only. So this term we can cancel. Okay, and here we can cancel this term. So it will come what? It will come 2 root 5x by 2 under root 2x minus 6, okay, is equal to 5 by 3. 2 cancel. Now squaring both the side. Squaring both the side. So after squaring both the side, we will get what? 5x by 2x minus 6 equal to 25 by 9. This implies that I can write what? 45x is equal to 50x minus 150. Yes, 150. So this implies that you take minus 151 this side and 45 this side. It will come 5x equal to 150. So x equal to 30. Therefore the value of x will become 30. Write down please. Now we will move question number 14. Question number 14. If x equal to under root, here it is given x equal to under root a plus 1 plus under root a minus 1 by under root a plus 1 minus under root a plus a minus 1, it is given, and we have to find out using the property, suitable property, and we have to find out x square minus 2x plus 1. Okay, so first of all what we have to do? We have to do component or dividendo. Okay, using component or dividendo, once again whatever it will come, once again we have to use component or dividendo or squaring first, then we have to go. Please look up, please see at last, see what at last what is happening. So I can write x plus 1 by x minus 1, because nothing is there means 1. So under root a plus 1 plus under root a minus 1 plus under root a plus 1 minus under root a minus 1. A means a plus b by a minus b. Here under root a plus 1 plus under root a minus 1 minus under root a plus 1 minus plus under root a minus 1. Whatever I have used, I have used using componendo, used C and D. Okay, write down up to here, you write down. Then what is cancel? We can cancel this term, okay, and here we can cancel this 2 term. Now it will come what? Okay, it will come x plus 1. This implies that, write down, this implies that I can write, so we can cancel this 2 because, okay, a means under root a plus 1 by under root a plus 1, it will come 2 to cancel. Now squaring both the side. Now after squaring both the side, we will get what? X plus 1 whole square, x minus 1 whole square equal to a plus 1 by a minus 1. Once again we have to use component or dividendo. So here I have used component or dividendo. Now a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. So here we can cut this part, we can cancel it, here we can cancel it. Now I can write 2a by 2, 2a by 2, and here we can cancel 2x, this 2x, here x square plus x square minus x square, okay, and plus 1 minus 1. Okay, up to here you write down. So this implies that we can write what? X square and x square means 2x square plus 2 by 2 means 2x plus 2x, 4x is equal to 2a by 2. 2 cancel. and here we can write 2 I am taking common, so x square plus 1 by 4x, here we can cancel by 2 is equal to a. Okay, so it will come what? If you cancel, it will come 2x. This implies that I can write x square plus 1 is equal to 2ax. This implies that I can write 2x taking this side. So it will come what? X square minus 2ax plus 1. This is our required answer, means we have to prove this part. So we have proved. We have to show. So I have, so write down please. So I hope you can understand. You have to try the rest of the sum, whatever the ICSE sums are given. Okay, you have to practice it. It will be benefit, means you will get the benefit from this chapter. Write down please. Now I hope you understand. So thank you children. So this is the all about your from ratio and proportion. So you have to practice. Now summer vacation is going to start, so you have to means pay attention to your study, so you can do much more better coming in your upcoming examination. So thank you for watching this video till, and thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe, stay happy.